It's Moneybags Big P reporting to you from the fly department downstairs in our beautiful Goose Hummock shop on Orleans Town Cove. We're gonna, the seasons are starting to change here. We're starting to see some color in the leaves, which triggers freshwater season for me. Obviously, I'm on the beaches till it snows, but it's kind of nice to dabble in these freshwater. It's a little bit more relaxing for me. Just at the pond with the boys after work. Always have a good time. I went out yesterday. Got tight. I lost it, but got tight on the new fly rod with a little smallie, and I got a couple largemouth. Generally, you're not getting skunked freshwater, so it keeps things exciting, and you're always reeling something in. So let's start off with some kind of like my top 5 and change, as we always do, and considerable change. But let's get into it. I'm gonna start off with kind of like, this is like a 2-in-1 combo deal. Jake and I know all about the chatterbait, the original ZMan Classic, and for the dollar amount, I guess you get $6 on the back here, ½ ounce. This thing's gonna cast great, got a great action on it. We got the chartreuse and white here, that are, black and blue is always a really good one for me as well. What I usually accent these on was with a nice little 4.5-inch dart spin. We got the watermelon red flake here. I will run this on the chatterbaits. I'll also run this on my swim baits and my swim jigs. I'm a big fan of the swim jig as well, and these things last forever. I love the color, love the flash, and for how long these things last, you get a good value out of them as well. The 4.5 or 5.5 is probably my preferred length. This is the 4.5 here. So check that one off. Let's go Soft Classics. ZMan TRD is absolutely classic smallmouth bait. I think everybody especially does it sometime. This is the coolest thing. So same like TRD body with the little hula legs on it. So I think that this is just going to give a little bit more accented action on the drop, or just sitting there. These things are kind of dancing around. I don't know any self-respecting smallmouth or largemouth that wouldn't hit that. Love the Z-Man. I've caught so many smallmouth on these little 4.5-inch TRDs. Absolute classic for me, never forget it. The other classic, Gary Yamamoto's. This is green pumpkin with black flake. Is probably one of the most classic colors. These things just work in all water conditions at any time. This is definitely one of my confidence baits. If there's some fish in the pond, they're probably going to destroy these. They don't hold up quite as well as the Z-Man product, but you get 10 in a pack here, and just the colors and sizes, variety that Gary's got is kind of unmatchable. With both of these guys, I love to run a little Ned head. Weightless is super effective. I just don't have the patience for it, so I like to be able to work the bottom, where generally the larger bass are going to be anyway. These come with a little weedless guard too, so you don't have to worry about the weeds quite as much. And yeah, you can just actively fish it. It's like power fishing a finesse bait. It's kind of where I'm putting at these guys. But great hook on these. TRD is absolutely classic. Can't go wrong with the Ned rig. So when it comes to hard baits, one of my classics is tied on my rod here. The other one is these Bakers. 2.5-inch Baker is absolutely my most caught freshwater bait I've ever used. Danny Jones, the manager here, put me onto him about 1.5 years ago, and I haven't turned back. Crackleback, we're going to be doing an order, but all these colors are just phenomenal. Great hooks, great swimming action. I can't swear by these enough. I really, really can't. We got the little popper from Baker Baits as well. This is the perch color, 1/4 ounce. These cast really well. Cup face, so it's kind of more of like a chug, pause it, give it a good long pause. But I have smoked some larges on this guy, and just everybody loves a topwater blowout. Everybody does. Baker, I pride them on great hooks, great split rings. I used the stock ones to many a 5-pound brown last year, and they just didn't fail me. I love them to death. Let's go a little bit larger bait here. So this is the perch color. This is the Viper Minnow from Daddy Mac. I think this is 5-inch or 4.5-inch, something like that. I love the perch colors. Probably my favorite perch. I think they do like a smelt or a herring color. That's just like kind of a dark silver and blue that I've had really good luck with too. nice VMC hooks on this guy. I would say we've roasted Daddy Mac before for hook sizes. This is, I'd say, is pretty appropriate. Good strong split rings too. Really like them. So for larger baits, this is kind of one of my go-tos. I like to walk out with a single rod, so this is probably just about the max that I can throw on my walkout with one setup, you know? Now, to break the mold, going with the duck. Don't sleep on the duck, I'm telling you guys. It's a duck, a frog. I don't think it really matters at all. But before last year, my biggest brown trout ever came on the duck 5 minutes after I found it on the beach for free. So don't sleep on the duck. You got these nice little, I don't even know, duck legs, but these things make great action. And you can still kind of walk it like a frog, like you would on the surface. I don't think that the fish know what it is. I think it's big enough to fit in their mouth that they're gonna try, you know? All right, and now I'm not taking this off my rod because Jake's gonna try to run off with it, but this is the Shadow Wrap from Rapala. Phenomenal plug. I like this because it casts really well and doesn't go super deep. So even in the summertime when the weeds are in pretty thick, as long as you don't have a massive amount of lily pads, if it's just weeds coming up from the bottom, this thing probably goes maximum 3 feet. And I just really use it like a walk the dog, erratic twitch, and I've had prolific luck on this. As you can see, the back hook is bent out a little smidge, but for good reason, because this thing just smacks. Whatever color you can get this thing, get it in, because they work phenomenally well. And it's on my rod for a reason. Speaking of the rod, we got a bunch of these in stock. I'm thrilled by them. I've been a big synchro Triumph guy. For the money, they're unbelievable. And the new aesthetics, not that looks matters, but they used to just be flat black and just kind of bland, gold wrap. Not that was ugly, but it was just kind of bland. Now they're this nice dark navy blue components. I've been super happy with this. I just got it for the end of freshwater season, so like the beginning of the summer, and I've been thrilled with it. I love the cork, love the reel seat. This is the medium light 6.6 version, and for most of my freshwater, I can do bass and I can do trout on it. I try to walk out and travel light, and this is like my one go-to. I got a list of Sedona 2500. I think it's 15-pound braid with a 15-pound leader, and this is like my go-to do it all. And for the budget, I think Sedona's like $69, and the rod was like 100 dead. So I've been thoroughly happy with it, and I know you guys would be too. I know we got a lot of these Triumphs in stock, so feel free to swing by the shop, talk to Moneybags, whether it's surf or freshwater. But the season's changing. I know I'm gonna be on the pond more and more. I hope you guys have a great day and tight lines. Peace.